Hey, beautiful people. This is episode 55 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about the first steps to actually getting out of debt. So, I talked to you guys a lot about the credit cards, how to get credit cards, but I'm looking at credit reports and I see a lot of people are in debt. I'm in the process of paying off my student loans, paying off of vehicles. So, I know that a lot of other people are having debt. And I want to show you a few things that I did so that I can start the process of actually getting out of debt. I already paid off one vehicle, paid down a lot of debt. Now I have these two major things that I have to pay off. So, I want to show you a few things that you can actually do. So the first thing I want you to do is actually make a spreadsheet. And I want you to start listing the different debts that you all have. So just go ahead and start listing all your debts. I like to start with the credit report first. Find your debts. Maybe you got a Capital One card. Maybe you got Navy Federal. List all the different accounts. Maybe you have your mortgage. Whatever you have, just list them all here. What is the outstanding balance? Your outstanding balance is how much you actually owe. So if you owe still $159,000 on your mortgage, you'll put that on here. You also put your car payment, whatever it is. Navy Federal, maybe you have a credit card with them, and maybe you got a $5,000 balance with it, a $5,600 balance. You'll list that there. Capital One, what is your balance? Then you want to list, what's your monthly payment. So your monthly payment may only be $60. Monthly payment may be $120, and your mortgage, you may have to pay $1,241. That's how much you have to pay. Now, if you're behind on your bills, go ahead and list how much you are behind. So go ahead and list it here. And we're going to say that none of these are behind. But if they are behind, go ahead and list if they're behind. Next, you want to talk about whether or not it's secured and unsecured. We're going to talk about this in the next episode, trying to understand what's secured and unsecured. So definitely, if you don't fully understand this, go to the episode. I'm going to list all the different things that's secured and unsecured. But these are credit cards, so they're unsecured debts, and your mortgage is a secured debt. So we're going to just make an S here. Oh, I don't want them to put this. So this one is going to be secured, this one is secured, and this next one is unsecured. And there we go there. And then we're going to put the priority of our debts. To me, the mortgage is the number one priority. And you can also put it as 1, 2, 3. 1 means it's very important. 2 means it's not that important. 3 is I don't even care about this debt at all. That's what you can do. But 1 is a priority. To me, I would say your mortgage is a priority. Your credit cards is a priority, only because you don't want to mess up your credit. Or maybe you could put 2 as is not too much a priority, because if your credit cards go bad, you're not going to not have a place to stay. But your mortgage is 1 for sure. Also, your car, you can put that as a priority depending on a situation with your car. Different things like that. Put those as your priorities, and just put them 1, 2, and 3. Remember, 1 is most important. 3 is you don't even care about at all. Now, as you go in there, don't forget, list your collections. You may have medical bills. Go ahead and list them all here. You may have some other collections that's on your credit report, some charge-offs from your accounts. Go ahead and list them all here so that you'll know everything that you owe. Even put your student loans. You can put your student loan as one amount. Credit Karma will tell you what's the total amount also in your student loans. Just list that as student loans and put the amount here. If you have a monthly payment, go ahead and list your monthly payment. If you're behind at all, list it whether or not you're behind. Usually your student loans are unsecured. And then what's the priority of this debt? If a lot of people, they're paying on their student loans, they're like, okay, I'm not really caring about that. You could just put that as a 3, how much you want to pay off that debt. But student loans is the top priority for me right now. But that's what I would tell you all do. Start listing these different debts. In the next episode, we're going to talk about secure debts and unsecured debts. And then we're also going to go into actually creating a budget and getting your budget down. I made a video previously how I cut my budget down $600, more than $600. So I'm going to tell you a few tips that I actually did to cut my budget down and what you can also do too. So I'll see you all in the next episode.